Hey guys, this is Mishy Beauty. I am back again. This time I am back with another unexpected purchase. When I was in the grocery store, I was in the beauty section, I wandered off and I saw Physicians Formula. Now I've heard a lot of good things about Physicians Formula, in particular their foundation, which I did not purchase because I feel like I've been doing a lot of foundation reviews back to back and my skin needs a rest. But in particular their Butter Bronzer, I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I ended up going ahead and purchasing the Butter Bronzer. Now I did have another foundation I wanted to return. It was the foundation, CoverGirl Clean Foundation that I did review. You'll see I'll put a link to the video below, but my daughter's calling me. Hold on one second. All right guys, I'm so sorry about that. My daughter was summoning me. It shouldn't really be that way. Anyway, so while I was gone, when I came back, I decided to go ahead and prime my eyelids because not only did I purchase the Butter Bronzer from the grocery store, which I was going to tell you before I was summoned. This is in the shade, the bronzer is in the shade Deep Bronzer, PF 10598. And we're going to take it out of the package. I also, when I was in that section, you know how they have CoverGirl, Physicians Formula, Maybelline, they have them all in their own section of the aisle. While I was in that Physicians Formula aisle or section, I also looked at what else they had. I considered the liquid foundation, but I said no, let's give your face a rest from trying on. Even though that CoverGirl foundation did not break me out, and I'm guessing that Physicians Formula, it's a healthy foundation, they say. I'm guessing that that also would not break me out, but I'm sorry, I'm taking it out of the package. I wanted to be on the safe side and just purchase it when I'm ready. I wanted to give my face a break from liquid foundation. So I also saw that they had a Rose Nude, the healthy eyeshadow palette is what they're calling it. And let's zoom in. Ignore my face because I'm about to show you the palette. It is an eyeshadow quad, not so much a palette. Let's let it focus. So you have, looks like you can have base shades from this one or this one. I am going to choose this one as my base shade, and here you have the rose colors here. So I'm not going to use the little sponge type applicator that they give you for the eyeshadow. Let's go ahead and I'm going to swatch these colors. I only have, oh, that's pretty. Now I'm gonna swatch the two neutral type of mattes here, and I doubt if you'll be able to see them. Yeah, you can see this one here. You can kind of see that one. Let's get close. There you go. So you have the, what could be transition shades, the mattes here. Stay in focus. And then you have the shimmers here. So I don't have a look in mind. Let me zoom back out. I do not have a specific look in mind, so let's just get started. I am going to use, let me show you what I already have from Physicians Formula. I believe I bought this from Marshall's. It is a, and you guys have seen this, Argan Wear translucent powder. That's the only thing that I have from them. I don't have anything else from, and this has a very nice smell to it, and it has the design. It's a Moroccan type of design. Let's see if I can pull it out a little bit. You can see that. And if you lift it up, you have a mirror and the brush right here, which I rarely use this, only when I'm on the go. So yeah, I am going to put this on my face, but I'm going to start with the eyeshadow first and then put a foundation, which would be the powder foundation, and this over it. Hopefully I don't get too ashy. So let's go ahead and get started with the eyeshadow. All right guys, I got stopped. I have no idea where I left off. All I remember is I was telling you about the eyeshadow, and I showed you the colors, and I told you that I wouldn't be using this. I'm going to use my own brush, and I'm going to start with the Alamar brush. This is the Alamar blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade first. I did prime my eyes with the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I don't know if this is going to focus for you. Yeah, I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm going to use this as, I don't know, transition shade or base shade. I must say that there's fallout here. There's fallout. It's happening in the pan, though. It's not happening on my face just yet, and it might not. Yep. Not happening on my face. It's in the pan. I'm going to take the same brush, just blending as best I can here. I'm going to take this same brush, and now I'm going to dip into, I'm sorry, I have to find some place to blow this because it's really in the pan there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. See that? Maybe I don't need to blow it just yet. Okay, so I'm going to take, the next thing is I'm going to take the lighter shade, which is this one right here. And I'm going to go onto my crease and my lid with it. I think I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. I might need to use my finger with this shimmer shade. Not really seeing it come out. It's funny, the other colors all kind of broke up on me a little bit, and this one I'm having a little issue with getting it out of the pan. To have to actually use my finger. I'm going to use my mirror, trying to stay in focus here. I don't know what I might need to do to stay in focus. Yeah, this shade here, I don't know, let me see if I can, there we go. It gets way out of focus before it comes back in focus. Gotta be a better way to control that. So I can't, the way that I'm struggling a little bit with this shimmer shade, this light shimmer shade, I don't know about the darker one I was gonna use next. I'm wondering if I have to spray my brush with the Morphe spray. And I'm gonna go over it with my brush and try to blend it, Thought I'd have an easier time than what I'm having with the shade here. Okay, this is blurring up. I think I'm gonna pull back out here. I'm trying to blend it in. I'm sorry, you guys can probably hear my daughters. I might need to close the door a little bit more. All right, let me zoom in without. Yeah, this isn't, its shades aren't really pigmented, for sure. For sure. It's taken a while to work it through. I have to do this because of the deep crease of my eye. But that is making a lot of noise. My husband's out there cutting grass and doing yard work, and it's making a lot of noise. And then you got my daughter with her videos she's looking at. Okay. So the next color, I am going to use another one. This was an Alamar brush that I use. Now I'm going to go in with the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. So I'm gonna go in with this darker. Look at that. Look at how much dust there is. Let's see if I can hold it. Look at that. So now I'm gonna go in with this darker shade, kind of rosy shade here. Yeah, it's kind of falling out. Well, maybe I could try another. Let's let it focus. Going in the crease here with it. Maybe I can try another larger palette instead of a quad, but this, Yeah, Physicians Formula is known for their facial products, like their facial makeup. Look at this fallout here. Gonna have to clean up. But it's not just the fallout that might be of concern. It's they're blending fine. It is just how much I have to dip in the pan to get pigment to show, to get it to show. That's what's bothering me. And I'm really trying to work hard and blend this. I didn't think there's a blending problem, but it's not really, this is not pigmented is what I thought. Maybe on another skin tone it would be more pigmented, but just trying to get it out of the pan, it's a little rough. I'm gonna have to wipe this fallout off here. So there's not too much I can do with this look. I'm not gonna use mascara because I'm getting thin eyelashes here, especially on this eye. And I think it has to do with some of the, because I am not a avid mascara wearer, and I think my lashes are reacting to wearing mascara and then taking it off, and I just think my eyelashes are falling out because of that. Because the pulling motion of trying to get the mascara off does not help them for sure. So this is what I have here. So I think what I'm going to do, let's see, is I'm going to try to put something in the center here. But let me go clean up this fallout here, and I will be right back. All right, guys, what I ended up doing is, while I was off camera, I sprayed some Dewy. It's called Dew, D-E-W Me. It is a Rosewater priming and setting mist by Foera. I received it in one of my Babe boxes or Folklore boxes. I ended up spraying that and dipping into this color again, right here, and trying to get some pigmentation. Let me zoom in so you guys can see slowly. Trying just to give some type of pigmentation, something more to my eye here. And that's what I tried to do. So I think what I'm gonna do now is take my Alamar brush here and go in with the dark shade. I don't know if you can see that. It was starting to focus, the dark shade here. And I'm just going to, oh my word. Yeah, this is a lot of dust kicking up. I'm just gonna go make a B area right in here to give it some depth here. This palette definitely is for lighter days that you are not wanting to go in heavy. I'm gonna use my mirror down here if you guys don't mind. I'm trying to look at my mirror now. Trying to make it even. All right. I can't do too much to this look. Let me let it focus. see if you guys can. Let's go out and back in. So this is basically the look I have with this Physicians Formula Quad that I got from the grocery store. So this is all I can really do with this palette. It's really quad. I don't know why I keep calling it palette. I'm not sure what else I can do, but what else I am going to do with my face is use, I'm going to go over it again with this powder. It's a translucent powder. Let me just tell you what I did put on my face earlier today. What I put on my face earlier today, guys, was this, I put it underneath my, oh my, this is really blurry. Let me go back. I am sorry for this. Let me be still for a while. I might actually have to stop this video and use my video camera. Not good for all this money I paid for this Canon Rebel T6i. And it could have to do with me learning it. This Sephora Beauty Amplifier Glow, Afterglow Primer and Illuminizer. I have this under my powder, but I am going to put on this Physicians Formula powder that I have, this translucent powder, and I am going to use a powder brush. Just to take the shine off my face. This stuff smells so good. And then I will use the bronzer. I don't know if this bronzer will do anything. This is the powder I'm putting on my face right now. I love the design. And the argan oil. Oh, my daughter is calling me. 1 second. All right, so guys, so now I look rather, I don't know, pale for a tan person with all this powder. Let's put the bronzer through the test and see what the bronzer can do to help give some more shadow or depth here, or make me look a little bit more tan. So I'm not sure if this brush would be it. It's an angled brush. Let's try this brush. Let's go ahead. And this, I wanted to smell this. This has a smell to it. The actual Physicians Formula Healthy Eyeshadow. It has a smell to it. And the Butter Bronzer, let's give that. See what that smells like. Ooh, it smells good. This is the Butter Bronzer. Oops, something fell out. This also has the same kind of brush. And I think that's what, yeah. This brush right here. What is this? It's not a brush. Oh, this isn't a brush. I'm sorry. This is not a brush. I've never seen this. This is like a sponge type of thing. Very interesting. I'm going to use my brush for this. So let me put this back. I just dug into it by accident with my nail. 1 second, let me put this back. Back into the bottom. It goes into the bottom here. Very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and see if this does anything to my skin. I should not be using the viewfinder for this at all. I should be using my mirror, which is what I'm gonna switch to. This bronzer color, I don't see it doing, it's doing a little bit of something. It's just not as pigmented on my skin as the other bronzer that I used the other day, which was really not meant to be a bronzer, but I thought it was a good color for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on the bottom part of my arm, this butter bronzer. Let me just tell you, this butter bronzer shade is called Deep Bronzer. So I don't know if it can get any darker than that. I'm gonna keep this though. It smells really good. So, I'm not sure if you guys notice a difference. I do not too much. So I don't have any liquid foundation on, guys. So if you see my little, you know, scars or whatever, it's okay. So you guys, I'm not really seeing with this color of bronzer, I'm not really seeing a real difference. Let me go ahead and swatch this. It's really buttery, so I understand why they call it butter bronzer. So let me go ahead and hold it. All right, guys, here it is right here. So this explains why you cannot see it on my skin. It doesn't do anything for my skin. It really doesn't. So, besides it being buttery and kind of, it actually, let me wait for this to focus. I'm so sick of this. Besides, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It doesn't make me look as ashy as before. I don't look as ashy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my favorite lipstick now. It is the Almay lipstick. Sorry, my daughter walked in. This is the color Call Out, and I still plan to get more shades. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on to finish my look. This look was not about foundation. It was more about the bronzer and the eyeshadow palette, the Quad. All right, so I'm sorry I got stopped again. So I'm using this color. It is my Nude. The color is Call Out, and you guys just saw me review this line called Lip Vibes by Almay. So that's what I have on my mouth. I am now going to use a gloss. It is called, it's really a sheer gloss. It's called Lip Lure, and it's by Belle in Argent, I think they call it. I got it in one of my beauty boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Hopefully I don't hurt anything or anybody by zooming in. And my poor eyebrows. I always end up combing those at the last minute. I do need to get my eyebrows threaded. I do use thread. Not me, but I go to get them threaded, not waxed, because I actually react. My skin reacts badly to most waxes that they use in those places. So let's see how far I can get here. Far. I meant close. Eyeshadow. And bronzer. Not really noticeable to the normal eye. It did, however, make it so I was not as ashy once I put my Physicians Formula translucent powder with argan oil in it. It kind of warmed me up just a little bit. It warmed me up around this area, which is where I put it. So I like the formula of this Physicians Formula. I do like the formula of the bronzer. I will look for a darker shade. I think I'm gonna keep this though. I'm gonna keep this. I'm not too impressed with this eyeshadow quad. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed by this eyeshadow quad, but that is all that I have for you guys. The Butter Bronzer is a thumbs up. The Physicians Formula eyeshadow quad that they had in the drugstore, I don't like this particular one. Okay, it was all over the place on the pan, in the pan, and then when I put it on my eyes, it was hard to get any pigment, and I had to spray my brush, Alamar brush, to actually get anything on that was visible to you guys on my eyes here. So I'm not going to worry about pictures after this. It's not that much of a bold look to see, and as you can see, the bronzer is more my skin tone. Now let me tell you which bronzer I did like. I actually used this Bake and Blot Makeup Revolution as a bronzer, and I could tell the difference. I could actually tell the difference. Yeah, I could tell the difference. I can tell the difference when I look at it. And let me swatch this. Oh, fell out of the pan. Wow, okay. So let me swatch this on my arm. The Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot. See how much more pigmented that was than the Butter Bronzer? So using this one as bronzer when I need it actually would make more sense. It would actually make more sense. But I'm not talking about Makeup Revolution. I am talking about the Butter Bronzer as soon as I come back into focus. Let me just sit here for a minute. All right, so that is it, guys. I just, I'm gonna go online and see if they have a different Butter Bronzer, darker color. Again, the shade that I got is Deep Bronze. So that's really it, guys. If you have any comments or anything, or any advice on the Butter Bronzer, if you know a darker shade, I'm gonna look online. But as for, let me go ahead and spray my face. I'm gonna see if that does anything to anything, but for right now, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to take a picture for the thumbnail, and that is it. But I hope you guys found this video useful. If you are my shade, also interested in the Physicians Formula. Maybe once my skin gets a little break from the liquid foundations, I will get the the Physicians Formula foundation, the healthy foundation that they have. That was, what was it, 14? It was on sale, but anyway, for 14. So I might go ahead and get that. This is what it looks like after I sprayed the it's a dewy setting spray, so this is what I look like after that. So yeah, that's that, and I'm gonna let you guys get back to what you were doing. If you like this video, like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this and beauty unboxings, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button to be notified, and we will see you in the next video.